So we have two sadhanas. Everyone get two sadhana. We have a Vajrasattva and Narakomsha Sheto. Two sadhanas. Today the practice, we don't have the Sancho ritual. This practice is for Sheto practice, Sheto sadhanas. So Sheto has two many sadhanas. One is main deity is Vajrasattva. So today we use this Vajrasattva main deity and practice Sheto. This concentration Buddha. And then Lama Punyama is going to chant master Tibetan. So Christina is doing the English chanting. Thank you for coming, everyone, for practice.
Okay, we'll begin with the yellow prayer book, opening prayers on page 1. All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until today, from today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Now, all Mother Sentient Beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all Mother Sentient Beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Go to the sadhana for the single mudra Vajrasattva, page 1. Page 1. Dharmakaya, Samachabhadra, Sambhogakaya, Vajrasattva, Nirmanakaya, Harukas of the 5 families, Garab Dorje, Vajrahumkara, Prabhahasti, I supplicate you, bestow the blessings and cities, pervasive Lord of the Mandala, Dorje Totrensal, Varachana, consort Yeshe Sogyal, great treasure, revealer, Guru Pema Garwangsal, I supplicate you, bestow blessings in cities. Lord of all families, Bhagawan Vajrasattva, sovereign in accomplishing the Vajraharuka of great bliss, tamer of obstacle-making Maras, deity Vajrakalaya, I supplicate you, bestow blessings in cities. Bestower of cities, mother and sister Dakinis, spontaneous accomplishers of activities, the ocean-like classes of oath-bound ones, host of treasure protectors who oversee the Samayas, I supplicate you, bestow blessings in cities. May I master the development yoga of form, may my intonation of mantra become the Vajranada, may I awaken to the all-pervading wheel of great bliss samadhi, and may the impartial state beyond concepts be actualized. By light rays streaming forth from the seed syllable in my heart, the objects of refuge, Guru Vajrasattva, the three roots, and the assembly of deities in the network of magical illusions are gathering in the space ahead. Benza Samaza.
Namo Daso Semji Donga Jordan de Sancho Parde Chabsu Zongwene Lama Dorje Samba Kunjoso Yedam Kandre Sola Chasu Namo Daso Semji Donga Jordan de Sancho Parde Chabsu Zongwene Lama Dorje Samba Kunchoso Yedam Kandre Sola Chasu
Namo. To liberate myself and sentient beings from suffering, I go for refuge until enlightenment. In Guru Vajrasattva, the three jewels, and the hosts of Yidams and Dakinis, just like the victors of the past, I will endeavor in the ultimate goal of all sentient beings to take across those who have not yet crossed, to free those who are not freed, to secure beings and establish them in nirvana.
Semje maga dada madodo semje oyo nyangende yonam de dong ha tarvata abe de do danyola ne yo daneng javen de baje semje kunje tora sumbaso Semje maga dada madodo semje oyo nyangende Dona de dong ha tarvata abe de ton tanyo dane yo.
May all beings have happiness, be free of suffering, attain noble bliss, and abide in equanimity. Victors and your heirs of the 10 directions, please come here and be seated in the unmoving, inseparable expanse. With primordial purity, I pay homage. I present an ocean of offering clouds of Dharmata's display, openly confess ignorance and misdeeds, and rejoice in basic space and awareness, free of meeting and parting.
So Jawa Sibjan Darzon upon your Dharma along the Yoso Yanananda Nanda Santa Lo Chinin Amra Chudin Jamsen Mare de Bele Gentolo Shayan Red Mela Yarango Chapter Solon Sarve Chungo Go Tusum Dapa Nyange Mentasu Meme Geton Kanyan Dolango Dorje Sembe Gomban Toba.
Turn the all-pervading and impartial wheel of Dharma and remain constantly throughout the 3 times without decline. I dedicate the accumulation of reference-free virtue to beings equal to space. May we attain the state of Vajrasattva.
Nam tam je tong bar je de qian san nian jie za song jiu hong ye ge bu le wen zhi dou jie mei ye ge nam de jiong wa zhe ra de bei ma da ma dong de mu zheng le ren qin ya ye gang ta we sen zhe bei ma Yete tende hong ye ne dorje hong gen sen barza wen zhi jian jiu sen la de zhu we le zhe ma lu jiang dorje sen be sa la gu cun de yong jie ge jie ge rang ye la ma dorje sen kar po xia jie xie jie Uta tursu rin jin jin, sa ye durje toga ji, yunbe chebe ka la tin, xiao mi durje ji zhong yu. Qin zang pe zui tam jie zu, se der ta jiang ju bin tang, du yu mei yu zi par jin, wu jin nin jiang gu jin. Sermo to dan to ya dan de we nam je le par je par de dor je ne ma ka je ro lan so tre do je sa ja nga ja ya dan je wan ba lu na me ji ye wo hong zhang zhe ye xie nga ye dan ji Jian de nian ge wong wa hong ge song tu se sun jie la zhong ge bei ma de we ten dor jie kar po ting a le wa da wa la ne be hong yin ta re ye jie gu ze sang lian zhu wa ye de zhe bao xiao ni zhong jia De xie nam la nin chu me gu su tu jie san la de la ma ye de ni ba ze qin jiang kan zhi tu dang ga zhi jiang song men kong jiang xian che le nam xie le la gu yu dan ge jie dang sen xian zhu we le zhe ma lu
Middle of page 4. All phenomenon, everything is emptiness. Great bliss, luminosity is the dynamic potential of compassion. From their unity, a white hung arises, light streams forth, a tent of vajras and fire. Inside that are the elements and Mount Meru, upon which is 1,000-petaled lotus. In its center from Broom appears a jewel celestial palace. In its vast center on a lion-throned lotus and sun and moon is the syllable Hung, vividly present as a vajra marked with Hung. Light streams forth, making offerings to the victors and gathering their blessings, purifying all the karma and obscurations of beings, and establishing them in the state of Vajrasattva. Gathering back, it transforms, and instantly I become Guru Vajrasattva, white with one face, smiling peacefully, hair in a top knot and adorned with jewels, right hand holding a Vajra at the heart center, the left resting a bell on my thigh, seated with my 2 legs in Vajra posture, replete with all the excellent marks and signs. I am beautifully dressed in silk ribbons, scarf, headdress, shirt and skirt, excellently adorned with a crown. Earrings, short necklace, medium necklace, long necklace, bracelets and anklets. On my lap is a white Vajragarvi, a youthful 16-year-old holding a curved knife and skull cup. Bearing the 5 mudras, she embraces the Lord. This is vividly visualized in expanse of radiant light. On my crown are Om, Hum, Tram, Hri, Ah, the identity of the 5 wisdoms. In my crown, throat, and heart, Om, Ah, Hum, bless my body, speech, and mind. In my heart center, upon a lotus and moon, is a white 5-pronged Vajra. In its center, on a moon disk, is the syllable Hum, encircled by the 100 syllables. Inconceivable light rays radiate out, purifying misdeeds, obscurations, habits, illnesses, and evil influences, making pleasing offerings to the Sugatas, gathering the blessings of body, speech, and mind, delighting the gurus and yidams, and mending the heart samaya with Vajra siblings and dakinis. They clear away the Dharma protectors' grudges and call upon them to perform the 4 activities. They pacify the malice of maras and obstructors and purify the karma and obscurations of beings. The vessel and contents become Vajrasattva's pure land, the play of deity, mantra, and wisdom.
Om Vajrasattva samaya manapalaya Vajrasattva tinopa tichadundu me bhava Subhakayo me bhava, subhachayo me bhava, anurato me bhava, sarva siddhi me praya, sarva karma sutta me siddham jyam kuru, aho bhangave, sarva tathagata benza mame benza benza bama samaya soto om benza sato samaya manupalaya benza sato tinopa tichadundu me bhava Soto kayo me bhava, subhachayo me bhava, anurato me bhava, sarva siddhi me parya, sarva karma sutta me siddham jyam kuru, aho bhanga Tathagatam benza mamim benza bama samaya sato Om benza sato samaya manupalaya benza sato tinopa tichadundu me bhava Subhakayo me bhava subhachayo me bhava Anurato me bhava sarva siddhi me praya Karma sutta me siddham jyam kuru aho bhangave sarva tathagatam benza mamim benza bhama samaya sato Om benza sato samaya manapalaya benza sato tinopa tichadundu me bhava Sodakayo me bhava subhachayo me bhava Anurato me bhava sarva siddhi me praya Karma sutta me siddham jyam kuru aho bhangave sarva tathagatam benza mamim benza bhama samaya sato Om benza Benza Satu Samaya Manapalaya Benza Satu Tinupa Titrandu Meba Kayo Meba Subujayo Meba Anuratu Meba Sarva Sede Meba Sarva Karma Sutame Tutam Chiang Kuru Aho Bangavin Sarva Totanga Benza Nimenza Benza Bama Samaya Sato Om Benza Satu Samaya Manipalaya Benza Sato Tinoba Tidru Me Baba Sudha Jayo Me Baba Subha Jayo Me Baba Anuratu Me Baba Sarva Siddhi Me Baba Sarva Karma Sutta Me Siddham Shiyam Guru Aho Bangave Nava Tanga Tam Benza Mamim Benza Benza Bama Samaya Sato Om Benza Satu Samaya Manipalaya Benza Satu Tinupa Titrandu Me Baba Sudha Kayo Me Baba Subhajayo Me Baba Ratu Me Baba Sarva Siddhi Me Baba Sarva Karma Sutta Me Tutam Chiang Kuru Aho Banga Sarva Tatanga Tam Benza Mamimenta Benza Bama Samaya Sato Om Benza 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 Sato Lama Dorje Sambaje Naradanga Chabduso Debe Zona Dano Shin Jube Gumba Chunda Sine Meji Tam Jave Gumba Samba Charduso Sinjin Kunje Tunje Se Sinje Samba Dagi Kusum Tusu Dajodi Lami Saga Chandu
Guru Vajrasattva, heed me, protect us from the torments of Narak. I feel remorse for my mass of misdeeds and with regret confess them before you, Protector. As I vow never to commit such deeds again, Protector, please absolve me. For the sake of beings, I will accomplish Vajrasattva. Uniting me with your body, speech, and mind, lead me to the unsurpassable state.
Page 11. Ramyang Gong Dong Beng Ang De San Chu Den De Ma Surya Menjala Ne Na Ne Be Hong Yang Ma Bo Sa Va Ra Na Pe Sang Ha Ra Na Hong 冲的用色之法，我们在马祖的修人红培，出没因从马毛，只为当被满真被过有。
Ram Yam Kam. From within emptiness arises a red letter Hong above the cleansing water dwelling on a sun. Light radiates out and gathers back. It completely transforms into the wrathful Datvishvari. Her body is red and she is holding a bell and a fresh skull. The finest particles of the cleansing water turn into the nature of Datishvari. Ram Yam Kam. From within emptiness arises the supreme realm with a celestial palace, arrayed by ornaments and endowed by wonderful objects of enjoyment. From brooms, skull cups appear as vessels. From Om Ah Hung, therein clouds of offerings appear. Amrita, Rakta, Torma, as well as outer, inner, and secret offerings. The vast space becomes filled up.
Om Benza Om Benza Padeng Om Benza Pibe Om Benza Pibe Om Benza Loke Om Benza Ginde Om Benza Nede Om Benza Hong Simba So Tru Jan Cho Sun La De Rovele Je Ma Le Jan Dur Ji Simba Sa La Gu Sante Oyang Je Ke Je La Dung Ka La Ma Dur Ji Sim Arbo Shar Ji She Shen Zang Vajra Tu Tsa Ren Jin Jin Saye Dorje Toka Do Yumbe Chube Kola Jamye Dorje Je Zhong Yon Sin Ya Tam Che Zo Sedara Darjang Jubin Da To Yo Me Yo Zi Pari Gujin Yin Chang Gujin Da Se Mo To Dang To Sha Dang Nam je le parje panda dorje nyamaga jojo lam so je to jen sa janga da ya dan la me je wo hong ye xian ga ye da nye jin de nyen ga wa hong Song to so sin je lo to ga dong ne wen tu ran yin ne jin
Middle of page 12. From within emptiness, all of phenomenon, in front of me appear the elements, and there on Mount Meru, above arises 1,000-petaled lotus. In its center, from the broom, appears a jeweled celestial palace. In its vast center, on a lion throne, lotus, sun, and moon is the syllable Hung, vividly present as a Vajra marked with Hung. Light streams forth, making offerings to the victors and gathering their blessings, purifying all the karma and obscurations of beings, and establishing them in the state of Vajrasattva. Gathering back, it transforms and instantly becomes Guru Vajrasattva in the space in front, white with one face, smiling peacefully, hair in a top knot and adorned with jewels, right hand holding a Vajra at the heart center, the left resting a bell on the thigh, seated with 2 legs in Vajra posture, replete with all the excellent marks and signs. I am beautifully dressed in silk ribbons, scarf, headdress, shirt, and skirt, excellently adorned with a crown, earrings, short necklace, medium necklace, long necklace, bracelets, and anklets. On his lap is white Vajragarvi, a youthful 16-year-old holding a curved knife and skull cup. Bearing the 5 mudras, she embraces the Lord. This vividly visualized an expanse of radiant light. On his crown are Om Hung Tram Hri Ah, the identity of the 5 wisdoms. In his crown, throat, and heart, Om Ah Hung, blessed body, speech, and mind. Light radiates from the Hung at his heart, thereby the wisdom beings are invited from their natural abodes. Invitation of the wisdom beings, Hong. Victors and heirs abiding in meditative equipoise in the Dharmadhatu, please arise and form kayas as Vajrasattva, and out of compassion come close to me. Benza samaza za sa hom bam ho.
Shi dorje sambaje sancho pardo le yoshin taye dono dorje pe deshe tola samsaro ishale namo.
Homage to the wisdom beings, Hong. Great wisdom, Vajrasattva, please abide firmly upon until awakening. I pay homage to you, the Lord of the Sugatas, who causes liberation of limitless beings. Tishta Lang Namo Hong, offering goddesses radiate from the heart.
Sonam jam tole zowe enam ke tale ye sheti chayong shapse me do do bena sa te sa sharze ro mo san ye ba do se se dang che lam.
Outer offerings, Hong. Wisdom offerings infinite like space arise from an ocean of merit, inconceivable offering water, foot water, flowers, incense, lamps, perfume, water, food, and music. I offer them to Vajrasattva and his heirs.
Om Bana Pe Pena Sarate Sarvata Tangata Sam Yonga Sade Om Guru Dasato Argam Paden Kube Debe Alogan Neve Shabda
Inner offerings, Hong. May Guru Vajrasattva be delighted by big Samantabhadra offering clouds of form, sound, smell, taste, touchables, royal attributes, auspicious symbols, auspicious substances, and the like.
Nama sarva tatha gata ba yome yome sarva dekham gate sarva emang ganga magam. Deva Chimbo Marchimbo Dayon Dorme Chimbo No Dorje Lama Dorje Senlambu.
Amrita, Rakta, and Torma, Hung. I offer to Guru Vajrasattva immeasurable wisdom, the best of the Dakas, the great red of great bliss and cloud banks of tormas for sense pleasures.
Maha Amada Radam Alinda Kaya. De Doro Bale, any man of Georgie Body, Maran in the Troubadour, on some memory. You don't choose them, Maja, runs all under nearby.
Secret offerings, Hung. The play of method and wisdom, bliss and emptiness, brings about the delight of the non-dual yoga. The maras, which are confusion of dualistic grasping out of ignorance, are liberated in the self-luminosity without reference point. Thus I offer without considering the act of offering and the object of worship. However, the spontaneous presence of the natural expression is great joy.
Mahasugata Nangana Dharma Dardupunza.
Praise of the Absolute by a Vajra song. Hung, inseparability from unwavering knowledge, Dharmakaya, spontaneous presence of great bliss, Sambhogakaya, skillful means of compassion, Nirmanakaya. I bow down to you, Vajrasattva. You possess a conch shell, color without stains. Your signs and marks are complete. You hold Vajra and bell of non-dual appearance and emptiness, and you are united with Vajragarvi. I pay homage to you, Vajrasattva.
men kong jiang xian che le nam ye le la ku de dang ge ye dang xian xian do ve le de ma le jiang an ne je do je san be xian la na yin xi ro ba ju.
Middle of page 17. In the heart center upon a lotus and moon is a white 5-pronged Vajra. In its center on a moon disk is the syllable Hung, encircled by the 100 syllables. Inconceivable light rays radiate out, purifying misdeeds, obscurations, habits, illnesses, and evil influences, making pleasing offerings to the Sugatas, gathering the blessings of the body, speech, and mind, delighting the gurus and yidams, and mending the heart's samaya with Vajra siblings and dakinis. They clear away the Dharma protectors' grudges and call upon them to perform the 4 activities. They pacify the malice of maras and obstructors and purify the karma and obscurations of all beings. The vessel and contents become Vajrasattva's pure land, the play of deity, mantra, and wisdom.
Om Beda Sato Samaya, Mana Palaya, Beda Sato Dinoba, Dito Dito Meba, Sutu Kayo Meba, Super Chayo Meba, Anarato Meba, Sawa Sete Meba, Yesa, Sawa Kama Satan, Tatam Chiam Tura, Hum Ha 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 Ho Banga, Sawa Tatanga Dam Beda Mame Beda Beda, Ma Samaya Sato Om Beda Sato Samaya Mana Pala Beda Sato Dinoba Dito Dito Meba Meba Va Suga Chayo Meba Anurato Meba Va Sawa Sete Meba Sawa Kama Sutama Zitam Chiang Kuru Hong Ha 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 Ho Banga Sawa Tatanga Dam Beda Mame Beda Beda Ma Samaya Sato Om Beda Sato Samaya Mane Palaya Beda Sato Dinoba Dito Dito Meba Baba Super Chayo Meba Anurato Masudame Tadam Chiang Guru Hong Ha Ha Ho Bang Tatanga Sato Pumba Meme Tombe Nga Pema Dave Den Den Jumne Pumba Yaye Ka Terse Chowe Bide Inje Simba Dave Do Yarche Sanye Do Drenze Nyama Yum Dan Yam Java Lom Pyo Zogo Chalo Yeton Yogyang Wazamba Toka Dave Din Den Dorje Honda Ye Ko Ngaje Tudru Kurwa Kole Terse Jumbabe Umba Yong So Kamar Yun.
Within emptiness, free of concepts of the vase, upon a lotus and moon seat, from the broom appears the vase, a celestial palace, in the center of which, in an Amrita lake, upon a lotus and moon, is Vajrasattva, the color of the moon, with 1 face and 2 hands, holding a Vajra and bell, in union with consort Atopa, wearing Sambhogakaya attire. He is seated in a Vajra posture and glows with light. In his heart center on a moon seat is a Vajra and Hung encircled by the 100 syllables. By invoking his mind stream with the mantra, a stream of Amrita descends from his body and completely fills the vase.
Om Beda Sato Samaya Mana Palaya Beda Sato Dinoba Dito Dito Meba Super Chayo Meba Super Chayo Meba Anurato Meba Sawa Sete Meba Sawa Karma Sutame Sutam Chiang Kuru Hong Ha 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 Ho Banga Savata Tanga Dembeza Mamembenza Bezaba Samaya Sato Benza Sato Sama
Yamane Balaya Beza Sato Tenoba Tadro Meba
Kayo Meba Sukayo Meba Anurato Meba
Savasite Meba Yeza Savakama Satame Tatamji
Guru Hum Ha Banga Savata Tanga Dembeza Mamembenza Bezaba Samaya Sato Benza Sato Sama
Balaya Beza Sato Tenoba Tadro Meba Sudukha Bebawa Subha Meba Anarato Mebawa Sava Sede Meba Yeta Sava Satame Tatamjiam Guru Hum Ha Bangavya
Savata Tanga Dambeza Mamembenza Bezaba Samaya Sato Hong Chuen Pamba Jiao Porang Yinjie Xiangang Dewa Chenbu Zixie Dongtian Dorjie Senbe Nianmong Dongse Zhime Dongge Dawen Tangzhe Nianmong Chulbe Zhenmang Yongze Zizhi Lekpudo Parda Nian Rai Songzhe Nubzhe Yongzhe Pumba Wangge Dorjie Senba Kusong Dorjie Senla Mebo Dokye Tsotan Jumtur Pame Somtang Munshi Nunga Yeje Chapa Chama Malu Jangdu Manjar Sempe Leshe Jabian Dechin Tongcho Tunde Nantong Gotang Chadong Song Chadr Toba Dung Shu
Page 20. Guru Vajrasattva, heed me, protect us from the torments of Narak. I feel remorse for my massive misdeeds. In the middle of page 20, Hung, from the vast expanse of the Dharmadhatu vase, the victor's palace, the form of Vajrasattva endowed with the 5 wisdoms of great bliss, dispeller of anguish of afflictions, shining brightly like the glow of the stainless autumn moon, bestow the supreme cleansing Amrita that vanquishes the stains of affliction and delusion. Unity of space and awareness, the entire vessel and contents, the victorious vase empowerment, wondrous blessings of Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind, through your mighty compassion, immeasurable, miraculous powers, Dharani, and clairvoyance, please purify without exception the stains of deluded body, speech, and mind. Bestow right here and now the unchanging marks and signs, the melodious voice of lucid exposition, and supreme great bliss mind. Make me realize empty appearances to be body, empty sound to be melodious speech, and spontaneous liberation to be supreme mind.
Meda Sato Dino Ba, Tito Dendo Meba, Sukdu Kayo Meba, Chayo Meba, Anurato Meba, Sava Sete Meba, Yenda Savaka, Sutan Me, Sutam Shiyan Guru, Banga, Sava Tatanga, Meda Mamem, Meda Baba. Samaya Sato Kaya Waka Sawa Amekinza Ome Ahom Chaya Luk Jibda Wanto.
The water fills up my body, obscurations are purified, empowerment obtained.
Now other texts.
Now we go to the other text, emptying the hells from their very depths, the sovereign practice for the confession of all impairments and breakages of vows and all negative actions and obscurations.
Yondenban Sola Manala Sansa Meme Tuja Chije Gola Sansa Nechelon Pyoto Gola Sansa Dongong Jian Chube Gola Sansa Nelo Menja Dorji Gola Sansa Yandang Mar Sanjo Gola Sansa Nyamang Shimze Shive Lala Sansa Lokta Sarjo Chube Gola Sansa Tango Zedan Jambar Gola Sansa Lo Chuja Jaro Bima Sungla Sansa Yanda Tungden Bezer Tula Sansa Lo Tungan Ese Terze Mena Sansa Trikpa Jumze Purbilo La Sansa Lo Jungwang Abda Mame Tola Sansa Sadang Lando Rinze Tola Sansa Lo Temba Sungze Tamji Nama Sansa Jagwe Dulze Ngado Sola Sansa Lo Ora Re Rang Shi Turban Nyam Ngang Le Ye Shi Cha Kundu Zang Bo Yang Yishu Da Sura Samsa Lo Meto Ye Me Gongba Ishi Nga Ye Wanda Sa Runga Deva Shiba Nyama Da Sura Samsa Lo Yungje Ngang Le Chibe Ishi Nga Ye Chosha Yungje Yung Ching Nga Da Sen Samsa Lo Ishi Rupa Mambo Ruve Tun De Rang Sha Ve Sanjo Sun Ba Jina Lo Shi Da Sura Samsa Lo Ishi Nga Le Yung Ten Jin Dong Nga Zhe Cha Dan Be Chu Be La Mu Jina Yu De Da Sura Samsa Lo Du Ba Dun Zi Ba Vu Da Dun Zin Be Tung Na Zhe Da Zhi Gu Wa Jina Lai San Dan Ning Ji Jia Dong Xiong Xie Yan Zhou Dong Zhe Gu Zhong Tu Mo Jina Da Qie Ta Se Samsa Lo Du Ba Zhou Lin Ko A Shou Ma Re Wang Ge Song Na Yi Kun Jie Tu Lu Chi Ba Ta Se Samsa Lo Hong Kun Da Zang Bu Re Ge Xi Jiao Zuo La Samsa Lo Dong Ma Ma Bang Ka Se He Re Ka La Samsa Lo Yin Jie Ge Yin Che Le Chu Mo Yang La Samsa Lo Tu Le Zhi Be Sang Qi Chu Mo Jie La Samsa Lo Zhe Zi Qin Xiao Po Nian Ye La Samsa Gong Zhi Qin Dong Jin Zhe Gu Ma Jie La Samsa Lo Ji Bin Xia Lo Zhi Ba Wang Song Ma La Samsa Lo Hong Ya Mian Da Ge Xin Ji Nam Ji Zhi Bian Ko Jie Ge Jiang Ba Ge La Samsa Hong Dang Bin Jia Bo Wang Ge La Wang Zhe To Jin Ko Ji Bi Ma Song La Samsa Lo Hong Ba Xin Bian Zhe He Re Guo Rang Nan Sa Bian Ko Jie Ge Yang Da Cu La Samsa Hong Jun Zi Jin Che He Re Ge Xie Zhe Ram Jia La Ye Guo Yung Zin Jie La Samsa Lo Hong Du Jie Yun Ne Che Le Chok Jian Ba Wen Ko Jie Ge Che Le Zhe Lo Hong Zhe Jia Po He Re Ge Yuan Nga Le Zhi Be Ma Me Cu La Samsa Lo Hong Ren Zhen Du Jie Zhe Bu Cha Dang Ang La Ne Be Ke Ren Zhen Cu La Samsa Hong Shang Lai Da Po Gong Jin Ji Din Zhe Pa Nam Ji Den Ba Xiong La Samsa Hong Do Bien Na Po Te Te Zhang La Da Po Man Be Ke Zhe Guen De La Samsa Ye Tai Jia Wai Xie Zhi La Gang Yuan Cin Zhi Sa Tam Chen Yang Jai Kun Zhang Nian Ta Ming A Ye De Ba Na Ra De Jiang Dong Zhou De Ren Zhen Jia Yu Xin De Le Jian Nan Ba Min Be Jiang Nga Deng To La Yi Ji Ning A Dong La Dong We Jia Me Be Tar Mo Yin Ge Bi Jiang Sa Ta Pi Ce Xi Zhi Long A Cu Yu Xia Long A Cu Jie De Du Ji Sun Ba Jiao Ge Na Ra Dong Zhong Yin Bo De
Page 1. All the Vidyadhara gurus and deities of the mandala, the peaceful and wrathful victorious ones, are present in the sky before me. Vajrasattva. Emaho, we call upon all the great enlightened beings from every place and time, all you gurus, peaceful and wrathful victorious ones. Turn your wisdom toward us. Come now, take your places on the seats of lotus, sun, and moon, and accept our prostrations and offerings so that we may purify impairments and breakages and even the lower realms. To all the masters endowed with perfect qualities we prostrate. To the Dharmakaya beyond concept or elaboration we prostrate. To the Sambhogakaya, the perfect enjoyment of great bliss, we prostrate. To the Nirmanakaya lords, protectors of beings manifesting in diverse forms, we prostrate. To the Vajrakaya of unchanging natural state, we prostrate. To the perfect Kaya of complete awakening, we prostrate. To the peaceful deities who pacify the afflictive emotions, we prostrate. To the wrathful deities who annihilate mistaken views, we prostrate. To the body of gentle splendor, Lord of means and Master of life, we prostrate. To the lotus-like speech which resounds without error, we prostrate. To the Vajra mind endowed with the true meaning, we prostrate. To the healing nectar which dispels the sickness of the 5 poisons, we prostrate. To the deities of Kilaya who vanquish arrogant demons, we prostrate. To the hosts of Mamos who control the 5 elements, we prostrate. To the Vidyadharas who have mastered the paths and stages, we prostrate. To the oath-bound ones who guard the teachings, we prostrate. To the lords of mantra who subdue enemies and obstacle makers, we prostrate. Whom, self-aware, self-knowing, and undiluted, from the state of equality, pure wisdom arises, so we may purify mind and objects, we prostrate. To Samantabhadra and his consort, in enlightened wisdom, free from thought and undivided, the 5 pure wisdoms shine as glowing lights, so we may purify mind's afflictions, we prostrate. To these 5 families of the bliss-gone Buddhas, causes created out of basic space arise as partners of the 5 pure wisdoms, so we may purify the elements, we prostrate. To these 5 great consorts of basic space, a host of pure wisdom emanations manifest spontaneously for beings' benefit, so we may purify consciousness, we prostrate. To these 8 great warriors of awakening, in the state of wisdom, enlightened qualities are complete, and the desired attainments fall like rain, so we may purify space and time, and we prostrate. To these 8 great goddesses of offering, valiant beings, subduers of the malevolent, free from the faults of clinging to a self, so we may purify wrong views, we prostrate. To these 4 tarikas who guard the gates, to those who bring benefit to beings through love, compassion, joy, and equanimity, to purify eternalism and nihilism, we prostrate. To these 4 gatekeeping ladies of wrath, from 6 patterns of thought, 6 realms of samsara arise through the force of unawareness, so that we may purify delusion, we prostrate. To the 6 sages who tame through compassion, whom, expression of pure awareness always excellent, to Chemchok, chief of the mandala, we prostrate. 5 poisons not abandoned but perfected, to the wrathful Harukas we prostrate. Arisen from basic space, uniting means and wisdom, to the wrathful consorts we prostrate. Great secret ladies emanated from wisdom, to the 8 female furies we prostrate. Fanged and winged devourers, female messengers, to the 8 trauma goddesses we prostrate. Ladies who entice, capture, bind, and enrapture, to the 4 female gatekeepers we prostrate. Female emanations in worldly guise, to the Ishvari goddesses we prostrate. Whom, Yamataka, slayer of the Lord of Death, surrounded by terrifying hosts of haughty demons, to the body of gentle splendor we prostrate. Whom, Hayagriva, sovereign deity of power, and a retinue skilled in magnetizing and subjugation, to the lotus speech we prostrate. Whom, great and glorious Vajraharuka, surrounded by a self-manifested retinue, to the pure and authentic mind we prostrate. Whom, mighty Chemchok Haruka and limitless peaceful wrathful deities, to the perfected qualities we prostrate. Hum, Vajrakumara, embodiment of activity, with the 10 wrathful ones blazing with fire, to the enlightened activities we prostrate. Hum, the Haruka, fully perfected king, with a retinue formed by the 5 elements, to the hosts of Mamos we prostrate. Hum, the Vidyadhara, mighty Vajra wrath, encircled by those on the paths and stages, to the hosts of Vidyadharas we prostrate. Hum, Lord of secrets, clothed in blue, surrounded by arrogant worldly forces, to the protectors of the teachings we prostrate. Hum, Tobden Nakbo, powerful and strong, surrounded by masters of wrathful mantras, and to the subduers of enemies and obstructors we prostrate. Whoever prostrates upon hearing this way the names of the peaceful and wrathful victorious deities will heal all impairments and breakages of samaya, and purify the negativity of the 5 boundless crimes. Even the lower realms will be emptied from their depths and proclaimed a Buddha field of Vidyadharas. Now all the faults of our past misdeeds we verbally disclose and mentally confess and purify with lamentation and remorse. In devotion we join our palms at our hearts, and in faith we prostrate ourselves entirely, calling on the peaceful and wrathful deities by name. Then, with body and speech held firm, we visualize Vajrasattva at our crowns and recite the essence of Narak Dongtruk.
Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manapalaya Vajrasattva Denoba Didonado Me Sudakayo Me Baba Subhajayo Me Baba Isava Sete Me Pariyanto Savagama Sudame Sudam Shayankuro Ha 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 Ho Banga Savada Dangada Medamame Medaba Mas Sato She Ram Jan Gozo Joreka Lamelo Jima Jagajo Dojelo Ponche Shikuruta Dandalo Zumache Dan Jamra Mesense to Chodanse Dikun Bagus Kuya Tam Senyambana Shitula Tochima Yatan Latan Kurmasa Zodan Tenju Mata Sunga Tam Senyambana Ramachi Trujinga Samjunye Dea Tam Jila Kula Joshin Tam Zet Tukje Tam Senyambana Jijit Nga Chinga Shipar Save Tam Senga Ranga Ma Shelopat Mapa Ye Tam Senga Mare Wang Tonga Tangdola Ve Tam Senga Tamer De Tam Pami Drupar Save Tam Senga Ranga Ne Pa Ma She Shipar Save Tam Senga Yisra Ma Shelopat Nina Tam Senyambana Yatan La Ye Jinga Nipa Trepe Tenten Yan Jadon Tu Don Choba Lelo Yen Wa Nijima Sonjo Sena Jijin Soje Jang Ke Kasa Cha Punya La Men Chema Pami Ju Pa Zima Ye Chutama Tsuni Tam Jin Jin Asha Yiji Tam Nya Tawe Yang Kun Yin San Jo Sen Yinpa Me Pe To Minpa Me Pe Gom Nya Le Yinma Me Pe Juba Redo Me Pe San Jo Sen Ta Yin La Tam Che Chan Chan Ma Zo Ma Chi Xia Zo Xia Zi Ni Me Zho Chijeni Trupa Me Bala Yimeni Sotava Torek Gopon Seman Zemba Nirema Tumi De Chelon De Shaboy Kunda Zambo Zange Mi Bala Tanda Me Vatava Torek Zange Nisan Zemba Nirema Kunda De Chelon De Shaboy Nyamba Nilo Chejo Me Bala Tanda Nisotava Torek Chejoni Son Zemba Nirema Nyami De Chelon De Shaboy Sancho Sano Jishe Me Bala De Dasama Tava Torek Jisheni Son Zemba Nirema Chime Yonga Lon De Shaboy Tule Chimbo Tizar Me Bala Zutani Sutova Torek Tizayan Sanyin Son Nirema Kune Dumbo Tule Lon De Susum Jirva me Bengangela, Tomar Tama Tava Tane, Ponjani Sansan Banyurama, Tusum Jirva me Belum. Zohe Tora Dravala, Jimjani Satava Tane, Jordani Sansan Banyurama, Ramzon for me long the Shabbat. Repa Sheta Chetravala, Zunzani Satava Tane, Tasani Sansan Banyurama, Repa Shelong the Shabbat. Babe Bala, Zungani Sata, Tavani Sansan Banyurama, Chuni Namdalong the Shabbat. Yaya Kalayando Me Bala, Satananda Tavatane, Yandoni Sansan Banyurama, Yaya Yando Me Belonda, Yumjan Kalan to Me Bala, Tenda Tavatane, Tamani Sansan Banyurama, Banga Yando Me Belonda. Chuje Kulani Same Bala, Satananda Tavatane, Nukuni Sansan Banyurama, Chukunje Melonda Shabbat. Marin Trupe Sinjinian, Jazumi Chulangu Bonseman, Kazan Trupe Senayon Reko, Chimi Chulanga Dada. Nasi Jumayan Bamashi, Sanzenola Sanje Chapa, Jimmy Parmashi, Nishi Trupe Tola Tapas. Mishi Chevolon de Oreka, Dimbling, Nunelata, Tumbeka, Jomechi, and Rank to me, Yingwella. Never to me, Sinjin, yes, it may belong to job.
Page 13. Ho. Vast array of peaceful and wrathful deities, turn your minds toward us. Failing to follow the Buddha's words and our teacher's instructions, we have fallen into error and confusion. Our gracious Vajra Master we have abused and looked upon mistakenly. With cruel minds, harsh words, anger, and attachment, we have physically abused and brought real harm upon our consorts and Dharma brothers and sisters. All these impairments of the samaya of the body, we confess before the hosts of deities, peaceful and wrathful. Failing to visualize the Yidam deity and retinue, chanting and reciting incorrectly or with interruption, all these impairments of the samaya of the speech, we confess before the 5 families, peaceful and wrathful. Having pledged to maintain the 10 secrets, we announce them to all and reveal the sacred substances. All these impairments of the samaya of the mind, we confess before the victorious ones, peaceful and wrathful. 5 samayas are there of recognition, but not recognizing the 5 families, we view them falsely. 5 samayas are there of not abandoning, but through ignorance we stray into the 5 poisons. 5 samayas are there of accepting, but we view clean and unclean, and are careless in our acts. 5 samayas are there of accomplishment, but not knowing how to abide within, we go astray. 5 samayas are there of enactment, but failing to discriminate, we act mistakenly. All these impairments of the branch samayas in the presence of the Yidam deities we now confess. Ignoring the meditations of approach and accomplishment, failing to offer on full and new moon days and the 6 times, lazy, distracted, and overcome by drowsiness, hoarding, and offering too little out of stinginess, acting like a soaked wolf, eating and drinking before it is time, polluting the first portion and keeping the remainder, acting abruptly and without care and consideration. All these faults of impairment, witting or unwitting, we confess before the Dakinis and Samaya-bound protectors. All impairments of the samayas of mind we now confess through the view. In the state of the universal ground, the mind of awakening, we realize the view in which there is no affirmation. We experience the meditation in which nothing is negated, and we realize the action without acceptance or denial. In this mind of awakening, without hope or fear, no breakage or impairment of any root or branch vows could ever occur or ever come to pass, and beyond duality of confessed and confession we are freed. When the absolute space of phenomenon is beyond elaboration, how tiresome is the view of existence and non-existence. How frustrating it is to cling to fixed ideas about reality. In the expanse of bliss beyond elaboration, we confess. When the state of Samantabhadra is beyond good or bad, how tiresome is this view of pure and impure. How frustrating to cling to ideas of good and evil. In the expanse of bliss that is Samantabhadra, we confess. When equalness is beyond all distinctions of size, how tiresome is the view of self and other. How frustrating to cling to the duality of great and small. In the expanse of equality and perfect bliss, we confess. When the mind of awakening is beyond birth and death, how tiresome is the view of this life and the next. How frustrating to cling to the duality of birth and dying. In the unchanging expanse of deathlessness, we confess. When the great Bindua is beyond corners and edges, how tiresome is the view of form and substance. How frustrating to cling to shapes with sides and corners. We confess in the expanse of the Bindu, the perfect sphere. In the state beyond change throughout the three times, how tiresome is the view of beginnings and endings. How frustrating to cling to ideas of change and transformation. We confess in the expanse beyond the changes of past, present, and future. When naturally arising wisdom is neither to be sought for nor accomplished, how tiresome is the dualistic view of cause and effect. How frustrating to cling to ideas of effort and attainment. We confess in the naturally arising, effortless expanse. When the pure wisdom of Rigpa is beyond eternalism and nihilism, how tiresome is the dualistic view of perceiving and perceived. How frustrating to cling to things as everlasting or non-existent. We confess in the expanse of pure awareness wisdom. When pure reality is beyond the elaboration of ideas, how tiresome is the dualistic view of pain. How frustrating to cling to a center and extremes. We confess in the expanse of utterly pure dharmata. When the celestial palace is beyond dimension, how tiresome is the view of outside and inside. How frustrating to cling to the duality of wide and narrow. We confess in the boundless, unconfined expanse. When the space of the consort is beyond high and low, how tiresome is the view of upper and lower. How frustrating to cling to the duality of above and below. We confess in the expanse of the secret place beyond dimension. When the Dharmakaya is free of duality, how tiresome is the view of outer and inner. How frustrating to cling to the duality of words and inhabitants. How we confess in the immutable expanse of Dharmakaya. How sorrowful is the state of ignorant, deluded beings who cling to signs of substance in what has no form. How utterly mistaken are the minds of the deluded, perceiving an I and a self in what is beyond arising. Not knowing appearance and existence to be an illusion, they feel attachment for wealth and possessions, not knowing that samsara has no true reality. They think friends and family, companions in delusion, will live forever. How utterly mistaken are the minds of ignorant beings. They reject the truth and put their energy into harmful deeds, spurning Buddha's words, and they fall prey to life's addictions and apply their intelligence to tasks of meaningless distraction. How pitiful are those whose lives lack meaning in this way. In the expanse beyond dissipating or conserving, we confess. Page 24. Hum. Unaltered and naturally arisen is this great substance, pure from the beginning and thus beyond clean and unclean, 8 principal and 1,000 minor ingredients for accomplishing the 5 families of the Buddhas. This is the great elixir that heals the samayas. May the heart aspirations of the naturally abiding Buddhas from the great all-pervading realm of Akanishta be now fulfilled with the light of the 5 wisdoms, and by Samantabhadra's cloud-like offerings may their enlightened intentions be fully realized, and may compassionate emanations bring freedom to the 6 realms. May this fulfill the heart aspirations of Samantabhadra, the original Buddha of unchanging luminosity. May it fulfill the heart aspirations of infinite, peaceful, and wrathful deities, the enlightened forms of pure wisdom arising from within. Manifestations of compassion bringing benefit to beings appear in a succession that begins with Vajradhara. Now for all these guides to wandering beings, with this offering of kayas and the Buddha fields, may their heart aspirations be all fulfilled, and may their enlightened intentions be fully realized. All our impairments and breakages of samaya we now confess.
Ma da kam sum ko ve he ru ko ye gum ba ye se sum ko ve pa cha je be se so san la de ji kun de sa na ye xin cha ve tu san chuan dong chuo ve to no la tu je ko ve tu san be ma mo pa ro tam la tam cai so ve je san be je jiong ga song tam je che len je be tong san be tam cai gong la
Page 26. Hum, pure wisdom liquid, wet with dharmata, whose color is the red of ardent compassion. It is the causal blood that generates life, the self-arisen blood of the lotus rakta, the vital blood of the 10 fit for liberation, the elemental blood from the red herbal essences, all of them pure substances of magnetizing or impure causes for samsara's 3 realms. Through the enlightened intentions of the Haruka, the habits of samsara 3 worlds are liberated, and it is blessed as a substance for offering. To the Great Mother Samantabhadri we offer, so pure wisdom may dawn in our minds. To the hosts of wrathful Harukas we offer, so that their compassionate minds are invoked. To all the Mamos and Dakinis we offer, as a substance to restore the samaya. To all the Dharma protectors and guardians we offer, so that they may carry out their activity. May this fulfill the heart aspirations, and may they grant us accomplishment. Bottom of page 27. Home, nourishing foods that sustain the 3 realms, grains and fruits and foods with 6 different tastes, meat from the bodies of the 10 who are liberated, and distilled grains, the intoxicating drink of warriors, considering them as a rich and plentiful feast for the senses, we make an offering of them all. To the Dharmadhatu we make imagined offerings, to the peaceful deities we make beautiful offerings, to the wrathful deities we make majestic offerings. To please the masters we offer, to delight the dakinis we offer, to satisfy the guardians of the teachings we offer, as a support for fulfilling the Samaya commitments we offer.
Woman children porane yeshe wame tam tam deshe toram janto tam nyanga chuje porane yeshe savu teleza ramzang sheve todam kale patung kampo anta chuje oze Yamzang choge todam kamege tepena Nare param zongame dorje lobun todam Talon tele tamala Shiparam zong sale mamon kanjo todam Jikin sepa yambal Zagaro je tele sa Seye tam jin todam Bangzam zenyam yayo Todam wange tabang Chodam tumong
Page 29, lamp. Home. Inside 100 lamps of the finest substances, we now plant 100 cleanest wicks, and fill them all with melted butter, the essence of the elements. Having lit these 100 brightly shining lamps with a wish to heal our impairments and breakages of samaya, we now offer them to all the victorious Buddhas. Out of the Dharmadhatu palace of Akanishta, the 5-colored lights of wisdom shine in dazzling splendor. May the heart aspirations of infinite peaceful and wrathful ones now be fulfilled. In the palace of the Dharma at the heart appears the Tigle, which is the seed of pure wisdom. May the heart aspirations of the self-arisen peaceful deities be fulfilled. In the skull mansion of palace of the brain, the light rays of naturally emitted warmth are all ablaze. May the heart aspirations of the self-arisen wrathful ones be fulfilled. In the experience of faith and devotion, naturally arising Rigpa appears unceasingly. May the heart aspirations of the Vajra Master be fulfilled. In the subtle channels, wind energies and essences, in natural awareness vivid and clear, may the heart aspirations of the Mamos and Dakinis be fulfilled. In the universe's vast realms of existence appear the light spheres of the planets and stars. May the heart aspirations of the oath-bound ones of the outer world be fulfilled. May each and every impairment and breakage of samaya be purified through the strength of our samaya commitment, and may you grant us the accomplishments ordinary and supreme.
Ramza chuje yenje kumbara rikpa yeshe mar me tamze sabje yen la to njara merta kunga yeshe yon zon chuba tor yon nanda parje tor me tan do yon yon so so pen chuba kansun kurwa yon rakaya da chame rakta ma jen chu Zikyu tonga jorve pave, zikzin chisar tsage chima, olo de jiva jisu.
Page 31, Brief Fulfillment Offering. Home. Within this wondrous mandala of secret instructions, we offer to all the masters and hosts of Yidam deities, we offer the lamp of the naturally arising space of phenomenon, filled with the burning oil of pure awareness wisdom. We offer Amrita nectar of 8 major and 1,000 minor ingredients, the 5 kayas and the 5 pure wisdoms of awakening. We offer the exquisite torma that fills its pure vessel, a perfect and plentiful feast of every sensual delight. We offer enjoyment of the red rakta of non-attachment in the expanse of the 3 entirely liberated realms of samsara. We offer the blend of 1,000 grains, the warrior's substance, of powerful drink that generates majestic splendor. Allah, la, we implore you, please accept them with delight.
Other tracks? This letter that right now, other tracks. Page 22.
Back to the Vajrasattva sadhana on page 22.
Om Gaya Sama Jimbe Yarane Sobe Dong Sharve Ishi Jimbo Marmende Arden Zan Jano Dan Dorje Sembe Todang Korje Kandu Nyam Chacha Dorje Yadang Jirvana Jiba Jimbe Jiba Mrnama Vasa Trinchim Dribe Kaya Todang Bhavan Tang Nyam Jasha Dorje Ko Sinja Lo Tumba Mizo Medan Nom Chodo Todang Sangwa Tang Nyam Jasha Dorje Ma Jimmy Go Chuje Kaya Todang Gan Shevan Tang Nyam Jasha Dorje Haso Sinja Loyer Metele Boy Mo Niku Todang Gan Shevan Tang Nyam Jasha Yishi Dorje Sinja Lo
The water fills up my body, obscurations are purified, empowerment obtained. Hong, in the expanse of the all-base, the great secret shines forth, the sheen of clear self-awareness. May these butter lamps of great wisdom mend the commitment with the Guru, who is the holder of the expressivity of the Vidyadharas, and with Vajrasattva. May it purify infractions of the retinue dakinis. We, the ones who are holding the same Vajra commitment, make this offering of great joy. May the Nirmanakaya commitment be mended through the big cloud of appearance and luminosity. We confess the infractions of the samayas of the Vaj's empowerment. Please bestow your blessings for the realizations of the Vajra body. May the Sambhogakaya commitment be mended through this unidentifiable emptiness. We confess the infractions of the samaya of the secret empowerment. Please bestow your blessings for the realization of the Vajra speech. May the Dharmakaya commitment be mended through the completely pure union. We confess the infractions of the samayas of the wisdom empowerment. Please bestow your blessings for the realization of the Vajra mind. May the Sambhavika Kaya commitment be mended through the big bindu of inseparability. We confess the infractions of the samayas of the word empowerment. Please bestow the blessings for the realization of the Vajras of wisdom.
Go back other tracks. Other tracks not finishing.
Those are the
On the Joes, Omen, Chog, Jingle, the Dorje, Lobon, Chog, Javia, Don Seje, Don Chandrana, Nanja, Sanjo, the Jobe, Corvea, Sajem, Madonda, Mare, Membelan, the Maja. Jurong Samelan, the Majestan, Yarve Sangarnan, the Maja. Jinsen do Bedra, Gemedatan, Suja do Boa, Jemabo. Vive Sinica, Jencheva, Tamse, Chukbedo, Jenja. One gain the Vente, Denzomana, Seram, the Dance, Jutamje. Mandan to Beten, Jenja, Samjer and Jet, Namjet Simple, Gentleman. Mare wangan kor wan thonse no sar mame dor donga san tado wanga la me no sar mame dor donga sucha wanga la no me no sar mame shira soma jang aja wanga ren la no sar mame dor donga Duma wanga so ne no sar mame shira drumeto sna wanga ya do ne no sar mame tre gondon as jimcho de sa ju yon shize de se me do ba jo na me gon ji shi man dan di de she yon la per ta se ya sa de sa la yon ro Undo Jama Chapema Kolo Soje to Bokula Deva Koshakan Zayemesa Dorje Semben Jan Dojinja Lame Satan Sefa Jazo Sotur Sili Salalo Zokuni Jelo Doyonzo. No other choice? Okay. 어떻게 미라셔 달라. 다 처음부터 비키라.
인치보다
라면 강게 마다자 동뱅아레 정엘레 연제 벤도 연베나 봉아샹아 들세 Melon juve de je sa je ye jin zhang ni me de ju yong ju zhen zhuo ju.
Page 24 in the Vajrasattva text. Through Ram, Yam, Kam, impurities are cleared away. From within emptiness, the syllable broom appears, from which a broad skull cup of space arises. Therein are the skadnas, dhatus, 5 kinds of meat and 5 kinds of nectar. Through the connection of fire and wind, they are melting into light. The light of the 3 seed syllables invites the nectar of the 5 kinds of wisdoms. It gets absorbed inseparably, offering clouds of desirables emanate. Om Ahum.
Om Ahum.
The first offering, Hong. To complete the accumulation of merit and wisdom, the self-arising offering clouds of desirables emanate. May Guru Vajrasattva and the other assembled deities of the mandala be delighted.
me to ne sabaye le tanya ma jabeto
The second offering, confession. Ho, by offering accumulations of food, I confess the accumulations of karma, afflictions, and obscurations assembled since beginningless times, and whichever infractions, contradictions, and confusions I have committed. Samaya Shuddha A. Hung, Bhagavan, together with your retinue, please accept this ocean of offerings. I am confessing the ocean of infractions without exception. I am mending the ocean of commitments without exception. Please bestow the ocean of cities. May I accomplish the ocean of Buddha activities without exception. Liberating and pro-offering. Hung, by the great wisdom of my appearances, mistaken by the three poisons, my enemies and obstructors are released into the three complete liberations. This offering of accumulated wisdom, which purifies habitual patterns, is being put into the mouth of the Sugatas.
Matam Rata Maraya Pe Mamsarata Samaya Mane Palaya Beza Sato Dinuba Dijandu Sutu Kayo Me Baba Subachayo Me Ba Anurato Me Baba Savaside Me Bayaza Savaka Same Tutan Chiyan Kuru Ha 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 Bam Savato Tangatam Beza Mame Beza Beza Bama Samaya Sado
Allah Everybody sanga kana tata pataka. Thank you. Long love.
Anula Dome Bavon, Tawa Sede Medaya Sawa Karma, Sedam Jiran Guru Hong, Ha 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 Hu Bang, Sawa Tazanga Dambazama, and Zambazar Pawama. Samaya Sadhu Ha ha ha, Bangavan, Sawa Tatanga, Masamaya Sadu, Uma Ahung, Uma Ahu, Uma Ahu, Jofaje Ganye Labdu, Nanda Yada Zenda Sula, Ninja Toze Jijenda.
You who are obedient to the words of the glorious and assembled here for the remainders, please drink this nectar of desirables and according to your former oath, accomplish the activities entrusted to you.
Vajrasattva agan badem pube dube alogan gende neve Shindra kunje chanyeje, leto aye nangunje,
Abbreviated offering and praise to Guru Vajrasattva in front. To all those who are worthy to be praised, I always bow down in supreme faith with as many bodies as all atoms that exist.
Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manabalaya Vajrasattva Dino Pitandando Me Bava Super Jayo Me Bava Anurado Me Natrayan Jasa Karma Sudame Sudamshi Guru Om Tatanga Tamra Samame Ma Samaya Sadhu Manye Yonsa Matanta Kayana Pamajiba Sela Nomba Kanjaba Te Kunchi Zunze Su Om Dana Tenda Kurwa Yuneta Zena Wansoza Chona Lepartardu
I ask for your forbearance for everything like unobtained items, incompleteness, inabilities, and the mistakes of omission and addition. Om. Together with the representations, please remain here for as long as samsara exists. Please bestow in an excellent manner a life free from disease, power, and the supreme as well.
no se ye den dan den ba de song kon jong wa ye me kan dong zhe ngo bo jin na ran ran so so ya yang wo je dou jian han zhen la de ya hong na hong ya na de ba ge nian men men jia da yan se jia lo ya dou jie sen be ku re dong.
The front visualization of Vajrasattva dissolves into me, appearance and existence melt into light and dissolve into the support and supported. The protection circle, elements, and celestial palace, throne, and ornaments dissolve one by one into the Lord and Lady. The Lord and Lady melt into light, then into the Vajra, the mantra garland, that into the Hung, and the Hung into the Nada, which is released into the reference-free state of primordially purity. Once more I arise in the form of Vajrasattva.
La yang do ji sen be ku re la.
Lama dorje sambago de tarage pye sonaga taye semje nanango jemye kunze yontenzo arjen kunjen tenjendo lami sancho neto yo.
Guru Vajrasattva, heed me. All merit accrued through this virtue I dedicate to infinite beings. May the two obscurations be exhausted and excellent qualities perfected. May all adverse conditions be pacified and conducive conditions gathered. May we attain the state of unsurpassable awakening.
Okay, now, long life.
Okay, in the yellow prayer book, we'll do the long life prayers on page 22. For this realm encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness. Tenzin Gyatso, Lord Chenrezig, may you remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the three jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teachings of the Shakya lion, supreme are your activities of guiding others with your perfect deeds. May you, the precious Guru who accomplishes everything, spontaneously live long. Holder of the teachings of the Lord Drigungpa, great Lord of the three jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and the holy Dharma's peace and light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. The one known in the noble land as Arya Deva emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Chundingpa, the heart son of Jigten Gompo. May the life of the glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 eons. We'll go to page 28. May the teachings of the great Drigungpa Ratna Shri, Master of Interdependence, Omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all knowable things, be upheld until the end of cyclic existence through study, practice, hearing, contemplation, and meditation. Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 wheel-turning kings. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate eon. Your love is boundless like space. I supplicate to the Bodhisattva Chenrezig.
Everybody sangha thank you, long la, tatakula jopasangil, long la, thank you.
Rinpoche said, thank you everyone on who's in the Zoom and live. Thank you very much, Rinpoche. Tashi dele tuji che Rinpoche. Ani train sopal ani pemne gungis pemne tene sopal yoga tuji che shea yang.
Lola so kin boje tashi dele.
That's Rinpoche. And thank you everyone, and I want to appreciate GBI Dharma Center and also Canada Center, Gardroma and Digon Dharma Seria. Also Sangha, everyone joined today the program together. Appreciate, thanks very much. And then today, the practice is very important. Rinpoche, he choose these two is most important practice for someone pathway. So we use this feature. We kept, practicing, and also today Rinpoche be in the present our practice here. He lead this practice. We can share this recording for you. And then you can keep this record, like some days you really need, so that time, so you use and practice this today, the follow, that practice sadhana, use that. We already has blessing with Rinpoche, so we are fortunate and very lucky. We have to practice this when you need, also sometimes we practice together, Sangha. Come together, we practice this sadhana. So I appreciate everyone. That's the reason I'm going to share this transmission in this Saturday. Sunday. So Saturday I have a teaching. Sunday after finish the teaching, I'm going to share these transmissions with you. So then we have a blessing from Garchen Rinpoche. You can use this sadhana feature you can practice for your family and your relatives, your neighbor, and anyone. So it's wonderful sadhana and practice. As long as you know Sheto, Pardo teaching. So then sometimes people say, what I have to do for someone pass away. So today we did this sadhana, 2 sadhanas here. That is the most important sadhana. Usually we do the ritual for someone passed away, you know. That's why you have this recording. We can share with you, keep that and practice with next time you need this sadhana. Thank you very much, everyone. And thank you very much, Panyama Lama and Christina and Chan Master. And also appreciate Curtis. He light up many candles in the Bikondama Seya. And also thank you, Deva and Avira, many candles light up in the Gardoma Buddhist Center. So everyone, thanks very much and join the practicing. Thank you, Tsuwan. He also have lots of candles and preparing. So Tashi Dele, Tugjeche Rinpoche, long life Rinpoche. Thank you.
Thank you. 네, 그런 뭐지들 다자 칼라 주고 로마 탑지게 되니 소소게 나당 드라마를 접어라서 처음에 배도 땅는 때 하장 자치 모래들이지 수능고 소치 보조 로마 나직대지는 애들이지 수능 소조가 애들이지 초바초바거라는 그 체크해 배도 동지대 이 쳐도야 보래 때 하장 통제지 이 마음과 소바간에 넣어라는 거 나당 접어다 때 가래는 배도 땅는 So
Rinpoche said, thank you very much. He's very happy today. He saw in the Zoom internet. So our Sangha, many Sangha using the Dhamma, bells, drum, and many ritual objects. So that create a lot of accumulation, merit, and whatever you have, that have to use during any practice. So he saw that he happy and appreciate. He said, thank you, everyone, Sangha.
Thank you, everybody, Sangha long life.
Thank you, Rinpoche, Tugjeche.